Hi guys, thanks to watching this video. In this video, I'm going to explain what is Java thread and how to create the Java thread. Okay, so we are going to see it in detail. Okay. What is Java thread? It's Java thread. It's nothing but it's a container to execute the particular program or task in the JVM. So JVM will not execute any program without Java thread. Okay, so if you don't create thread externally, JVM by default it will create one main thread. With that, with the help of main thread, it will execute our program. It means it's required minimum one thread to run our application, Java application in the JVM. Okay, thread will provide context to JVM to run the application. From where we need to JVM don't know from where it has to start the application. So it's provide the context path. So how what is the way? So what is the flow we have to run that application? So it uh, so the thread will provide those details to the JVM, and also thread has multiple state, means that thread has separate life cycle of the thread. Okay, uh, JVM will not execute without any thread, but thread is not available in your application. It won't execute if you have if you don't create a thread externally. It's fine, but if you have main method in your application, JVM itself, it will create one main thread and it will try to execute from there. Okay, so here, what is JVM? JVM is it's nothing but it's a process or instance to execute the Java applications. Each Java application is required JVM instance to run the applications. Okay, so JVM instance uh, has separate heap memory configurations, heap memory on all the required resources. Okay, separated. So multiple JVM can use common JRE. For example, if you have one JDK, so we can run multiple Java application by using by pointing out the common JRE library. So JVM will create by using the JRE library. Okay, okay. We can run multiple Java application in a single system. So, but each application will create separate JVM instance. It means if you see it in the task, it will show the separate JVM instance with separate PID. So each and every JVM has own heap memory. It will occupy the own heap memory space. If you're running multiple JVM in a single system, it will occupy the separate heap memory for each and every JVM. Okay. Now we'll see how to create the thread. We can create thread in two way. One is by extending thread class, and another one by implementing runnable method. By so we can create thread by extending thread class. So okay. I have created the main method. These uh, main method has by main class has main method. From here I'm creating my thread instance, thread class instance, and I start. Okay, I have started. Okay, so this is what I define my thread, my thread. Okay, so just I extended that thread class, and I overridden the run method. From within the run method we can define our task. So whatever, if you want to do some perform some task, then you can define all those things in within the run method. But currently I didn't put any code here, so just I put the system.out.println just to for reference. Okay, so in we are extending the thread class. That means we are using using all the basic method from the thread class. We'll see what are the method it's available, and what are the constructor is available to create the thread. We'll see it from here. Just I have added the link. So here it's these thread class itself, it's implemented runnable. Okay, and it has some static variables, and it has it has some different constructor with runnable interface as a parameter, and we have just thread constructor with a thread name. So we have multiple constructor. We can use that constructor, and we can create that thread. We can create the thread. Okay, and in this we have some static method, which we can use this method, and we'll get the get the status of the thread. Okay, so this this method will return that current active thread, and we have bunch of static method. This method will return the current active thread from the JVM. So in a JVM, it might run multiple thread, but this method will return the current running thread. Okay, so we have bunch of static method which we can use. We can use in wrapped, or we can check by using this method. We can check whether that thread is alive or not, and we can see this is a denorm thread or not. So there are a bunch of static method. We can use that, and we can uh, identify that thread status. Okay, and also we can create thread by implementing runnable, just like the previous one. So we can I created the main class, and I have implemented the runnable interface, and I override that run method, and I can add it I have added my code in this method. Okay, in this run method. Okay, um, so then once I I created instance for this my thread, then I created a thread by passing the runnable implementation. Then I started the thread. So that is it's almost the same. So what is the different between those two methods? So one advantage by we'll see by seeing implementing uh, by by implementing, sorry, by implementing runnable interface. Okay, Mm, sorry, this is not a callable, it's a runnable interface. By implement runnable interface. So what is the advantage in this? Java basically will not support multiple inheritance. Means like we cannot extend multiple base class. We can at max possible we can extend only one class. So in that case, so if we in our thread class, if we'll implement a runnable interface, we have one more chance to extend another base class. So that is main advantage of using the runnable. So basically we can achieve multiple inheritance. That means we can use the Java properties, means we can extend the Java, means we can extend the thread interface, runnable interface, as well as we can use we can extend one more external class. Okay. So that is the major advantage. So uh, that's all about the Java thread. So I will upload the multi-thread video in the next sections. I will. Okay. Thanks for watching.